it didn't have to be the killing blow. But with him, it has to be the killing blow. Maybe the sand added extra propulsion. Maybe that's it. That sounds logical to me and not like something I should be doubting at all. What? He juked it. Where are the boys at? Quick save. That's a big fella. He's scratching his tush. Oh, good timing, guys. Huge ogre. Sneak attack. Yeah, we put 2 talent points into a thing that's supposed to do 80% more sneak attack damage. So that first hit, really big. Dang. Wreck that guy. Amulet of a Novice Ogre Hunter. Decrease incoming damage by 20% when your health is below 10%. Anything will one-shot me at that point. When you have full health, do 33% more damage. 33% more damage with Fireball? In exchange for get 5 gold when you kill an enemy. I've also got the spell power thing. With Sneak Fireball, yeah. Can I get the Mukluk Plays link? Yeah, just exclamation YouTube pulls it up. That's it right there. It's the second one. What's the point of summoning 5 then sacrificing 2? So Faith, I had 3 that were in the previous zone and they didn't travel with me. My max is 5. So I summoned 2 and then I had 3 in the old zone and 2 in the new zone. Then I summoned 3 more to replace the ones in the old zone, so I had all 5 in front of me. Then I desummoned the ones I didn't need. That's why. If there was a way I could just snap my fingers and unsummon all of them, I would have done that. But the unsummon spell in this game is kind of stupid. I guess for now I'll keep the gold thing, but if I am in a big fight, I can use the spell power amulet. Didn't realize someone's get left behind like that. I don't think it's intended game design, but that is how it happens. I think also if I had rested at a campfire, it would have desummoned them, but I didn't want to set it up. What, it went between his legs? Oh my gosh. Is this the top of this place? Thank you. Sure. I thank you for being interested in one of my channels. There's a free demo for this game I didn't know, installing it now to make sure it plays nice. Nice. It's always nice when that's an option, then you can see if your system is, can hack it. Y'all think I can make that jump? I think I can make that jump. Huh. You think I can hit the water from here? I could probably hit the water from here. I'm like 70% sure I can hit the water. How did you guys get down here so fast? I gotta say, the sound effect of the splash was a little underwhelming. That's not how that works. That's exactly how that works.
Prepare for battle.
Prepare for fireball. Ow.
You'll fall to my sword.
What do you say? Your balls are what? Oh, the loot! Oh, he's God. Dang it! Curse my power! Too strong for my wallet's own good. Alright, quick save. Here's the full heart.
Ah, so you've chosen to wrangle unwilling lives and cram them inside. I can almost feel them churning within. I'm curious to see what will come of it. Here. This is no peaceful heart. I hope your friend is strong enough to tame it. It was a pleasure. Give Bayor my regards. I hope his new heart brings him happiness.
Return to Bayor. Okay. Fast travel. And let's go here. Oh, goodness, excuse me. That snuck up on me.
Always a pleasure to see you.
Alright, running back to the blacksmith. Gesundheit, thank you. The internet is such a magical place. I can sneeze and get Gesundheits from all over the world.
Put that away before you regret it.
It's alright.
Got something for me to look at?
I spoke to Gavor, a stone warden. He managed to forge a new heart for you.
What? That's amazing. What materials did he use? What else was needed? Did he tell you how to make it? Oh my. I have so many questions. But those can wait. First things first. For this, I will need your help, my friend.
Do I have to
Once more,
surgically
as
plug
always.
this in?
So, shall we begin?
Lie down, close your eyes, and don't worry. Kavor made sure the new heart is strong.
Okay then. Let's see if those Stone Warden legends have a grain of truth in them. I suppose that's it. Surprising how simple it is to look into someone's heart and tear it out, isn't it?
How do you feel?
It's different. Everything looks a bit like it's mired in fog. But I don't feel bad. In fact, I feel good. I feel stronger. I guess more will become clear with time. For now, I'll just have to wait and see. The measure of my debt to you is 2 hearts. I don't know how a man could ever repay something like that. I'll be going back to work. Visit me sometime. Don't be a stranger.
Okay. Quick save. Now, will you help me?
Beor's fully recovered.
Yay!
He's doing well and making his own decisions.
He's a big boy!
He doesn't need an old man hovering over
Not you.
him anymore. And, well, to be honest, I've been waiting for this moment. I'm proud of him. But you didn't hear that from me. You've done right by me. So I'll give you some advice. This whole expedition is madness. But as they say,
I mean, yeah, the whole thing's a cop-out
sometimes
for the
there's
legal
method
loophole.
in madness. And I'll admit, I'm glad these old bones can still be useful. I might not think much of our Lord, but I won't turn my back on him when he needs help. This isn't just about him. It's about our home. I'll do whatever I can for Kuanacht. Tell Yvain he can count on me. Even if it's the last journey I'll ever take.
Let's see. Alright. Alright. Let's take a look at the quest now. Kind of like that Iron Man scene where Pepper has to put Tony's new heart in. Yeah. I spoke with everyone. It's time to return to Yvain with the answers. Okay. Alright, so I need to go back up the giant staircase. Now I've got two main quests, and one of them just says, find the missing magic shield. I'm hoping that by doing the other main quest, it will somehow, like, I'll come across it, because I don't have any other leads of where that shield is right now. The Bananes with the 28-month Prime sub. Thank you, Bananes. Appreciate you. Even though we don't show it very much. Play the dancing? I'm not just gonna play the dancing right now. Can't just do that in the middle of it.
Just keep your head down.
You don't get to just sub and make a demand. Okay, two things. Nianti needs you to invest in the hospital.
The hospital? But we barely have the resources to maintain what we already have. Why should I divert funds to this?
100%. Nianti's changed. With her at the helm, the hospital will succeed and it won't drain your resources.
If she's truly changed, then perhaps...
This is the first time I've had a
makes sense to
spirituality
prove it.
thing actually,
I'll
like,
trust her
pop
leadership.
up, so it's 100%.
This time. Very well. Diante has my support. See that it's used
Makes me
wisely.
wish I had practicality in my build somehow so that I was actually able to do that more often. About the companions for your journey.
What news? The people I told you about. Have any of them agreed to join me on the quest for the Holy Grail?
2 of them have agreed to join the expedition.
Well done. Naturally, I would have preferred to bring them all, but 2 will make fine company. Perhaps along the way, we'll meet others willing to lend us their skill. After all, I can hardly believe you're the only one bold enough to roam the world in search for adventure. You've done me a great
The Bananas
favor.
gifted a tier
So
1
allow
sub
me
to
to
Dancing Grat.
Before
They
I
have given
depart,
16 gift
know
subs in the
this.
channel.
You brought change to Connacht and earned my deepest gratitude. Let my repayment be the blessing my lineage received from King Arthur himself.
Hold on, I can't pause this.
Be the shield that watches over Connacht, as House Terion has done for generations.
What? God, we're having a moment! What? What? Why are we back in Arthur's soul chamber? What in the hell? Do we have the shield now? I am the shield? Okay, hang on. Alright. I said I wasn't gonna do it for a sub, but then you did 2 subs. So I guess that's maybe worth it. Fine. Okay. Break time. Thirsty.
We were meant to be. Yeah, dancing in the moonlight, gazing at the stars so bright.
All right. Okay, back to super serious business. Thank you for the subs. Shield.
I am his oath, the weight of duty that shields the faithful.
Bind the soul to the stone.
I am the wall between order and ruin.
So I'm the shield? The shield was just a metaphor? But who was shield?
You can't just allow for things like that to happen. Not ever again. Not when the kingdom is beginning to find its way. You're the king, and that comes with a whole lot more responsibility. You can't let people like Merlin do what they want, even if their intentions are pure. You must see the danger now.
The memory of Seawall is my burden. Harder to bear than I'd like to admit. But I've realized that his story is what happens when power answers to no one.
Then do something so that a tragedy like that never happens again.
Palamedes, you've always spoken your mind, even when I didn't want to hear it. You've stood beside me through the darkest days and fought not for glory, but for Avalon and its people.
I have done only what I believe was right, nothing more.
Yes, and that made me realize that Merlin was wrong. The legacy I leave won't endure through the legend of a single man, whether it's me or anyone else. I decided to give my sword to the Horns of the South, to bind them not to me, but to the people. But Avalon needs more than that. It needs structures, memory, and resistance to corruption. It needs the foundation of something greater than any one of us.
A shield?
Yes. One to guard Avalon, even from itself. You've proven yourself time and again, so my shield is yours, Palamedes. Not just to wield, but to become. Let your bloodline anchor what my reign could not.
And you believe I am worthy of such a responsibility? I will not fail you, my king.
Don't carry this burden for me, Palamedes. You never have. Carry it for Avalon. And may your name be a blessing upon this land for generations to
So
come.
is the guy I'm talking to a descendant of Palamedes so he can give the shield blessing? Hold on, what was that Steam achievement? Bear the legacy of Palamedes, a shield raised against the coming storm. Okay. So I guess we've now got Excalibur, and we are the shield. So we've got two pieces.
Now I understand.
That was Noxie's making? Yes.
Shield isn't an object. It's the bloodline itself. But I also remember the shield was meant to resist. Not enemies, not blades, but corruption, compromise, cowardice. Palamedes understood that.
He sounds like a good guy.
Nothing I've seen here reminds me of him. Nothing resembles the kingdom we were trying to build. Lord Yvain, a joke. of a man. A mere shadow of his ancestor.
Damn!
Not worthy of his title, nor of
The guy who just gave me the blessing is a joke of a man. Aren't you being a little harsh?
I tried to build something lasting. Something that wouldn't depend on me to survive. I distributed power, tied it to oaths, not blood. Gave regions autonomy, left behind symbols to bind them. But what we've seen so far, that's not a kingdom. That's theater. People playing at being lords and commanders, taking on roles they don't even understand.
Why do you think your kingdom isn't prospering?
We gave our people peace, but they've come to take it for granted. Perhaps those who live without struggle grow soft, and in comfort, they let go of their values. Symbols, without the will to uphold them, are little more than ornament.
What would you do in this situation?
Turn every resource toward understanding why the weirdness is returning and stopping it. Hiding in Camelot is cowardice. Staying here? Stupidity. But what I would do doesn't matter. This is precisely why Palamedes was made Avalon's shield. To judge for himself what serves the people. Even if it meant standing against me.
Except for the symbol of a shield, what did Palamedes receive?
I named his bloodline the Shield of Kurnacht, and granted them dominion over this menhir, with full autonomy. The land here is among the richest in Avalon. This place was meant to stand as a counterweight to Camelot's rising power.
You told him Merlin may disagree. What did you mean?
Merlin wanted me to become a symbol. But I realized that one person, one myth, won't be enough. This kingdom needed more. It needed to stand on stronger foundations. And so, I left mementos behind, to serve as cornerstones for various facets of the kingdom. It seems we were both wrong about this.
What is it that Denholm and Yvain don't understand?
All I've seen here is fear. Indecisive men wearing the mask of power. But their power comes from symbols they don't even understand. And when a decision needs to be made, they hesitate. When danger appears, they flinch. Denholm, commander of Camelot's forces, is incapable of acting without direct orders. Yvain, a descendant of Palamedes, yet too weak to stand against choices that harm his people. Their fear breeds indecision. If you cannot choose, you cannot protect.
I wonder if Arthur's the final boss. What if we finish putting him together and he just comes out really pissed off at everybody? And then we have to put him down. Yvain did choose to seek the Grail. That has to count for something.
It was you the men here responded to. And you who rekindled it. You did all the work. Turned the situation into something Yvain could exploit. Without that, Kurnacht would still be waiting. For what? A miracle? That's why I have to come back. Without us, without hands that act, this land just waits and rots.
You make it all sound obvious, but this is a rather complex political situation.
Yes, the situation is complex. But that is precisely the burden of a leader. Complexity does not excuse paralysis. And yet they sit in deadlock, doing nothing, while the world around them fractures.
What do we do now?
Well, my friend, they still call me the once and future king. Still hold feasts in my name. Feasts won't save them, but action might. We've wasted enough time. Let's move to the Forlorn Swords and find my crown.
So the gate for the third zone just opened.
Let's make me whole. It's the last hope for this wretched kingdom of ruin.
All right. This is the third time I've just passed out in this city. This guy's probably like, dude, what is wrong with you? I need to find the last piece of Arthur's Soul. Wait, the last piece? The crown is the final piece? Okay, he won't talk to me.
The less attention, the better.
I wanted to find the Yvain and be like, yo, I just talked to Arthur. He says you're a joke. Okay. Alright, so we supposedly have the blessing of the sword, Excalibur, and the shield, which was a bloodline.
You want to do this?
Wait, what?
You can still back out. Camelot will surely forgive you for this insubordination.
I have never been more certain of anything in my life. This is the only way.
Fine. Do as you will. Look who woke up. You're a bit late, though. You missed the show. Our Lord gave a rousing speech to his subjects explaining why he's going to leave them in these dire times. I'll leave you two. I need to start cleaning up the mess you made, Yvain. And before I forget, some shady-looking character was looking for you. Didn't tell me his name, but said you're old friends. Said he'll wait nearby.
Greetings, friend of our house.
Huh.
What may I do for you today?
In my vision, I met Palamedes. You do him proud. That's a lie.
Really? I hope he supports my decision to embark on the quest for the Holy Grail. Although, in truth, it doesn't really matter. I made my decision, and I'll stand by it. Whether my noble ancestor approves or not, well, and now you are the shield of my people. I trust you will ensure that his blessing is not squandered.
Lord Yvain from Kuanacht will carve his name into the pages of history.
I had not considered it that way. I do not seek fame, only justice for my people. I want to give them the chance that Camelot failed to provide, but your words are kind. The story of my family began in glory, and in glory, it will end.
When are you setting out on your quest for the Grail?
As soon as the necessary preparations are complete. With any luck, it won't take much longer. Ansem will assume my duties in my absence. He is my most trusted man, and he is respected by the people. For now, he's assisting me in gathering supplies. I do not know when or if I will return. Kuanacht and its people must be ready for either eventuality.
What will happen to Kuanacht?
I cannot say for certain, but I have faith that Ansem will manage. Truth be told, he's been the one keeping things in order for quite some time now. Since Maeve's passing, I've been all too aware of how much I've neglected my responsibilities. Camelot will keep the peace in my stead, and I can only hope that the people of Kuanacht will come to trust Denholm and his men. We may not agree on every matter, but I cannot deny Denholm's honor. When I return,